Winter's here, and after a couple of really good fun trips planned earlier this year and a worldwide pandemic, we're back into planning trips, so stay tuned for the one coming up to Coromandel in a few weeks. Okay, welcome back to another video everybody. I'm Sam Price from Access Skimboards down here in New Zealand. This video, as mentioned in the intro, is about the next upcoming skim trip. Now, I ran a couple of organised meetups earlier in the year. One was at Pātaua North in the Whangarei Coast in February, and one which ended up being just me and one other guy heading to the very far north of New Zealand literally a day before we went into full national lockdown, to Cape Maria Van Diemen. Obviously had a bit of a break, obviously had a lot happening over the last few months, but this video right here is about the up and coming trip to Coromandel. Right now, we haven't skimmed down Coromandel in a little while. I've moved to Northland, so it's much further for me to travel, but it's time to make a trip back. So firstly, dates. Now, dates for this trip is going to be focused around the end of term 2 school holidays, because this just helps you younger crew, maybe family, friends, things like that, with anyone at school, hopefully increasing your chance of actually coming. This trip will be running any time in the window from the 4th of July through to the 19th. Now, the 4th is obviously the first Saturday of the school holidays through to the 19th on the last. I'll be picking a window that is suitable. I don't want people traveling for crap conditions. We don't want to pencil in a weekend. So there's of course 3 possible weekends this can be run on. I'll be keeping everything up to date via the Facebook event page to actually let you know when it will be going. Like I mentioned, there's no point running it if the conditions are going to be terrible, so we will be having a bit of a window and picking the best conditions for that. Now, in terms of actually location and where we're more likely to be, Coromandel's quite a big area, and there's also quite a bit of skim, so I'm probably going to loosely put it down as the 3 main areas. We have the southern areas, which is probably focused more around the Waihi Beach area, not Waihi Beach itself, but Orokawa. Orokawa is about a 40-minute, half an hour walk over the hill north of Waihi Beach. Has some pretty good available skim, of course, due to the trek in, the trek out, communication and accommodation right there will probably have to be via Waihi Beach. And then of course we're going to move our way up towards Whurataua, which is still south of Whangamata. This is probably the southern area that I'm going to target. Whurataua we've skimmed several times. Whurataua is probably close to the pick of the bunch. Sort of works on a really small swell, won't hold it when it's bigger. Then of course from more of a central area through the Tairua, I would like to spend a day at Tairua and Onimana. That's the areas north of Whangamata and hold some pretty good skim. We are of course on this trip really targeting wave skim and conditions that are going to favour wave skim. And then there's more the northern spots, which is up Matarangi, Kuatunu, and more specifically Otama Beach. This is the spot that we want if there's some swell running. We sort of need a little bit of swell to be getting in there, so if there's at the bigger end with cleaner conditions, we'll be focusing up the northern end. In terms of accommodation, I'll be sorting all this depending on where we're going to be. It is of course relatively off-peak being in the middle of winter, so accommodation's pretty easy to come by, it's pretty cheap. Most of the accommodation will be situated around private campgrounds, so we'll have electricity, we'll have cabins, whatever you guys sort of desire. We could possibly look at something like Airbnbs, things like that as well. Of course, this is all depending on numbers and where we're staying, which is one thing I can't guarantee probably till a few days out from the trip, but that is something I will be sorted and everyone will be taken care of. Now lastly, these are a trip that I believe are sort of vital to growing skimboarding in New Zealand. They require effort, you'll probably be cold, and you'll also be tired at the end of it, but it is a great time for everyone involved. Everyone always has a hell of a time. I'll be bringing a couple of spare boards, you'll be able to test boards, we'll bring the winch, we'll bring everything, so it's a hell of a good time. I will also be rocking a fair bit of new merch, like the Work Less Skim More tees and the Work Less Skim More hoodies, so anything like that I'll be having a little sale and discounts for anyone involved and anyone who wants to come along, because I would like to reward effort, so there will be discounts on all clothing and skimboards. Now I've usually discounted product by 10% for anyone in attendance because I like to reward a bit of effort. So there will be a Facebook event page. There'll be all the details will be down in the description of this video or kept on the Facebook event page, as well as on the website oxsenterprises.com, where you can shop boards pre-meetup to get a good stick under your feet for the trip. Lastly, subscribe to this channel to be kept up to date. There's also the second vlog channel, OXS TV. Hopefully I'll be seeing a few of you there. I'm Sam Price. I'll see you at the beach.